All right. I'm just waiting for the live to pop up, and then we will be on a merry little way on this wonderful journey today. God. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Happy Monday. It is December 4th. Very, very important day in the life of us jump starters. My name is Surin Maharaj, and I will be your host tonight on this fantastic journey that we just completed called JumpStart. And congratulations to our graduates today from the Cohort 2 of 2023. And, let me give a little apology before I start and I do all the introductions and things like that, right? Some of you are disappointed that we could not, for reasons beyond our control, we could not actually do this in person. And I know, and I'm not going to call any names, some people bought really fancy dresses, some people got really fancy haircuts, and looking absolutely amazing for this online version. So we apologize, and at some point in time, I'm sure that we will have an event that will, take all of this into consideration. So welcome again, and as I said, I will be your MC for this evening's event, and with us is the usual crew, along with some very important persons. We have with us my co-host throughout this journey, Stephanie Khan. We have Jonathan Khan. No relation, by the way, guys, so don't try to make any connection. Although they can connect, don't connect. Jonathan Khan, who has provided us with immense support throughout this program, doing all sort of wonderful work in the background. We have with us our general manager, looking sharp and spiffy today, Mr. Shedron Collins. We have from our board that I'm aware of, we have Dale. So welcome, Dale. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. We also have with us several of our mentors. We have some key speakers with us, and I will introduce those as we go along. But I just want to ask Jonathan a little favor. Could you just email me the what you had dropped in the chat for me, Jonathan, please? Because I had to switch around devices. And so thank you for that. So I want to say that today is a day of celebration, a day of accomplishment, a day to recognize this incredible journey that each and every one of you has undertaken during this JumpStart program. We, all of us, especially you guys, are at the threshold of the future. And it's an honor to MC this event tonight. You have all shown remarkable dedication, resilience, and a passion for entrepreneurship. Over the past week, we have witnessed your transformation into a community of budding entrepreneurs. You have embarked on a journey of self-discovery. You have honed your skills. You have embraced the challenges we have thrown towards you. And, you're turning your dreams into reality. This program was designed not just to impart knowledge, but to ignite the spark of innovation within you. Throughout this program, you have acquired more than just skills. You have cultivated a mindset that sees challenges as opportunities, that view failure as a stepping stone to success. And as you move forward, remember that innovation often thrives in the face of adversity. Your ability to adapt learn, and grow will be some of the greatest assets that you can cultivate. One of the most valuable aspects of this program is the network that you have built. And we have constantly told you that your network is your net worth. The mentors and the fellow participants that you have met during this program. Now, cherish these relationships, for they're the support system that will sustain you in the dynamic world of entrepreneurship. The journey does not end here. It evolves into the next chapter of your entrepreneurship or into the journey that you're doing. So as you step into the entrepreneurial arena, carry with you the spirit of innovation, the resilience you have developed, and the belief that you have the power to make the difference. Your ideas, your business have the potential to shape industries, create jobs, and impact lives. So I want to express our, and the whole team, our deepest pride in your achievements. Your success is not just personal victory, but a testament to the power of education, mentorship, and unwavering determination that lies within each and every one of you. So allow me, as we begin, to congratulate the graduates of this cohort of JumpStart. May your entrepreneurial spirit continue to soar, and may your endeavors be met with boundless success. The world awaits you eagerly. So that's my little talk. I hope and thank you for allowing me to do that. Jonathan, can
yes,
you?
it was.
Yeah, okay, great. So with that, I want to pass you on to somebody who is so significant to this program that without him, I believe that we would have none of this going on. So allow me to present to you somebody who you have enjoyed interacting with throughout the program, our general manager, Mr. Shadron Collins, to bring welcome remarks.
Right. Thank you, Surin. I thought you was going to say who without the program would have been a lot easier. Right. Graduates, congrats. I'll start off by saying that, and thank you for those on Facebook. I know we have a couple mentors outside of the program also join us. We have alumni joining us as well on the Zoom. Thank you all for being here. And I think, like Suren said, today marks a significant milestone in your journey with YBTT, but more importantly, a journey in your business. Now, I would always tell persons that the JumpStart journey is not for the faint of heart, right? They see the cost and then they realize that, hey, $500, so that's an easy thing, right? But I just kind of want to reminisce and kind of do a little flashback in terms of what the journey of JumpStart really entails, right? So I know a couple of you will remember. So put back that reflection hat on, open up that journal that you had at the beginning as well, as we kind of flash back into JumpStart. Now, we always start off the journey with you. Yes, a lot of other programs might start off with the business idea and get started with that. But one of the things that we try to do with our JumpStart program is kind of reframe and change the thought process behind entrepreneurship. It really starts with you as an individual. Answering the question, is this the right business for me? Is entrepreneurship for me? Right? And that's the question that we want persons to answer first of all. So once you go through that journey of self-discovery, which is probably the most difficult journey that one must take, then we try to figure out what is the problem that we're trying to focus on. What is the problem in the world that we want to say, here's what. This is the problem that I can fix as an entrepreneur. Once we've identified that problem, it's then kicking off with the idea. That's the exciting part. The part that persons probably had from before, And I know from the end of program survey, a lot of you all switched that idea, right? So that was a good thing. I always say the more persons we can get to switch their ideas, the better. Because now you're reflecting, hey, my idea didn't actually solve a problem for someone. All right, so now you're trying to solve a problem for the customer, trying to solve a problem in the world and make it a business. Which brings us to the last part of that business model, right? Which is really reshaping what your business will look like on paper, but then the work begins. So I always say the biggest part of JumpSTART is that collaboration process. Like Suren said, your network is your net worth, right? So think about it. You've collaborated with your peers. You've spoken to your advisors. You had the idea stimulation sessions with persons as well. So I hope everybody who you had an idea stimulation, you went on LinkedIn after, you went on their Facebook page after, and you added them, right? Because this is you collaborating to harness the power and your potential. Now, I always tell persons one of the things that we're focused on with YBTT is creating that sustainable and responsible business. Persons who are not just looking for profit, but also thinking about their impact in terms of persons and people. So I want to end with 3 words, phrases, or 4. I'll take out 4. I have the right to do 1 extra, right? So I want to end with 4 phrases to think about as you go on to your next journey. Embrace change, right? Embrace that change. Stay curious. Surround yourself with persons with diverse perspectives. And most importantly, I'll reiterate it again, collaborate. So as you receive your certificates, well, virtually today, right? I want to congratulate you on your entrepreneurial journey for having that entrepreneurial spirit. And may your ventures, I would always say, hopefully go as you wish, but in entrepreneurship, that's not always the case in this story. So may your entrepreneurial journey be fruitful, be fun, and be as creative as you can possibly be. Thank you and best of luck. Back to you, sir.
Thank you, Shadron. Thank you, Shadron. Very insightful as always. And we'll roll it right along because, you know, we want to come to that part of the program where we actually hand out the certificates, right? Because I know you guys are anxious for that and to see how it actually will work. So, but before we do that, we have one of our mentors who have provided us with fabulous support throughout the program, as all of our mentors have done. But, you know, Lucianne Henry is going to speak on behalf of her colleagues today and bring us greetings. So allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to present you Lucianne Henry.
Thank you, Suren, board members, general manager, staff of YBTT, fellow mentors, Facebook Live, and by no means least, graduates. Good evening. I am Lucianne Henry, and I bring greetings on behalf of the mentors. We extend congratulations on this graduation day. YBTT has equipped you with the tools to succeed. We have helped you to design a solid foundation that can carry all the intricacies of the vision you have for your business. There's a popular proverb that goes like this: you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. We have placed you in front of the water. It is up to you to drink. We are extremely proud of the growth and development that we have witnessed. I am tempted to say we wish you well, but a truer statement would be that we know you can and will do exceedingly well. I will end by using 2 quotes, one from Wizard of Oz. You've always had the power, my dear. You just had to learn it for yourself. Know that you have the power within. Connecting with your inner self is very important on this entrepreneurial journey. Remember those mindfulness sessions led by Stephanie every week? Well, they come in very handy. The second quote I would leave you with is, On your way to greatness, you will fall, but like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you too shall rise. And that's by Michael Basie Johnson from Night of a Thousand Thoughts. From your mentors to you, we say continue to rise to the greatness that you were destined for. Back to you, Suren.
Thank you very much, Lucian. Very insightful. Love all the proverbs. You know, I definitely have them down. I'm going to use some of those. So moving right along, to bring you some greetings from the past cohort, we have asked one of our alumni, Antonia Wall, and Antonia was in, I think it's April 2021, or was it 2022? Correct me if I'm mistaken. Been a past participant in the program, graduated, did exceptionally well, and I believe she continues to do well. I think just before we connected with you, we were talking offline, and you know, she's starring all over Facebook and stuff like that. So allow me to present you with Antonia Wall to bring greetings from the alumni. Antonia?
Hi, good night, everyone. All protocols observed. It's a pleasure here. It's a pleasure to be here with each and every one of you. And tonight definitely is the night for all graduates, and you guys are shining tonight. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are excited. Let me see these faces. Are you guys excited tonight? You have come to the end of this journey. If you're excited, let me see a thumbs up, because we all know it was a journey, right? The journey of balancing, the journey of making it on time for class. I'm sure there are many times some of us would have been skating in to be on time, but you were committed and you were consistent. And because of that, this is why tonight you are graduating. So on behalf of the fellow alumni, we want to invite you, because after tonight, you guys are in a special group, an elite group. You are now going to become JumpSTART alumni, and I really want to congratulate you guys and welcome you guys to this elite group. What I want to say to you guys is something that I've always said before, and it comes from Les Brown, where he says you have to be hungry. Listen, I am all over, yes, because I'm hungry. I've seen growth in my business since I have attended JumpStart. I have seen growth in me as an individual, and JumpStart came in at the right time. And something Shadwan said tonight, I'm sure all of us felt like it was going to be easy. It wasn't, you know, and when you graduate, you feel like I've earned this certificate. When I get in this certificate, I'm sure they're excited to see this hand over tonight because you have earned it, you know. But most importantly, do not quit. Another person that I love, Lisa Nichols, she said, quitters never win, winners never quit. So you have to be able to, you have to be able to allow yourself to not quit. All right. You have to allow yourself to stay focused. You have to be dedicated. You have to be willing to run the course. You have to be willing to go the distance. And you have to know that you're going to hit hurdles. You are going to hit obstacles, but that hunger on the inside is what drives you to go that extra distance. That hunger is what drives you to go even further and to see it all the way to the end. So if you have a passion, you have a heart for your business, ensure that you don't quit. Ensure that you continue to feed that hunger, and ensure that you're consistent. All right, so those are my encouraging words. I want to say welcome tonight, and welcome, and we hope to even meet. You never know, we might cross paths. I took note of some of the names tonight, and I'm sure some of us going to see each other at up markets, at pop-up markets. We might cross paths in different trainings that are upcoming. So I look forward to seeing each and every one of you and your business thriving. Thank you for having me, and enjoy the rest of tonight's graduation.
Thank you very much, Antonia. Very inspirational stuff from our alumni. And she's correct that you guys have joined an elite group of entrepreneurial commandos. So you guys are gonna go out there and fight this fight. I believe it is one of the most important journeys or that you can have in your life is to have that mindset of an entrepreneur, which is what the program was about, is teaching you a different way to think. And with that mindset, you can go out and be all that you can be. So thank you very much for that, Antonia. So we're getting closer to that moment where we will, present that certificate. But before we do that, we're going to hear from a couple of our current graduates. So to start us off, I have the pleasure to introduce to you Charlotte Jagannath Khan. Now, Charlotte is one of we have a foursome of Khans in this program, right? So I would say Charlotte is one of that quarter. She's a quarter Khan, right? So Charlotte, take it away.
A pleasant good night, everyone. Good night, Surin, Jonathan, everyone who has been with us from the very start. Stephanie, without you guys, this would not have been possible. I just want to say y'all did an excellent job. And again, my name is Charlotte. I'm taking the title of JumpStart's one and only redhead. So nobody else could steal that title. I put in that on all Jonathan, all caps, right? So Jonathan gave me 45 minutes tonight, but I will take an hour, right? No, guys, I'm just kidding. I'll take 5 minutes. But I just want to say that this experience has really been an eye-opener for me and also my husband. Honestly, we really didn't know what we were getting ourselves into, as everybody say, oh, it's gonna be easy. I have never been so, how should I say, busy trying to complete a project. And I had no help from him because he is my IT guy all the time. So I had to learn by force to do my PowerPoint, make my videos. So it caused me to grow as well in the whole field of technology. So that was good. So now I don't need him to make my flyers and make my videos. So now I'm more independent, right? Thanks to JumpStart. But this journey has opened my eyes to learn a lot about myself as well. And when we did the personality test and all these different procrastination tests that they put in, it was mind-blowing that, oh my gosh, I didn't even know all these things about myself. And it forced me to grow as an individual. And I have implemented a lot of the tools that were taught to us, and I have grown immensely. Like I have taken some risk in my business right now that it has been challenging, but that's life, right? That's the life of an entrepreneur. You have to take risk in order to grow. And there's a quote that I wanted to leave with you all, is that when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So now I've learned that I have to change the way that I perceive things, and I have to understand that life was never meant to be all happy and nice. Challenges come to make us better. Like we don't grow when we're comfortable. We grow in those difficult situations. And if it wasn't for those difficult situations or relationships that we come into contact with, we would not have been who we are today. So I've learned to embrace a lot of things through JumpStart as well. I have always been very quiet and sheltered. Like I even started my own business in my home, so I've never tried to come out. But thanks to JumpStart, I have just signed my first lease to rent a space in San Fernando, and I'm from Point Fortin. So thank you, JumpStart, for that motivation, that push to let me know that I can do anything I set my mind to. So thank you again to Surin, Jonathan, and Stephanie, and even Niala as well. You know, I always call and ask her for questions. So thank you to each and every one of you all, and good night. Wait, sorry. It was nice. It was real. It was nice. It was real nice. I was nervous. Sorry.
Okay, we will allow that. Right? It was a little hiccup, but eventually you got it right. I was nervous for you too because the originator of that statement is probably, holding
I
his
did
head,
it better in my video. I did it. Watch my video. I did it way better. I wasn't nervous there.
Okay, good. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate your comments and hearing from you. To add to Charlotte's comments, we have another one of our current graduates who will be addressing us. So allow me to present Mr. Ricardo Superville.
Good night, everyone. All those observe, and I really do mean a pleasant good night. Yeah. So coming into the program, I had preconceived notions of what entrepreneurship is about, right? And those preconceived notions got wiped clean. Right? But after the initial phases, I began to see a totally new picture. So the ideas that I would have came in with, what I would have came with, is totally new and totally changed because of the way everything was brought to me, how new it was, right? The idea that I started out with is far different now. Far different, and now aligns more with my stock taking profile of actually who I am, as a person, and it translates into entrepreneur. I don't see how I can succeed, right, going forward. Now I have a clearer and more structured view, albeit very different from what I had before. I met some amazing facilitators and mentors and course participants as well, my fellow course participants, who were always encouraging and giving great ideas, So at the start, I had my doubts and I wondered if this was really for me, to be honest. But as I stuck with it and did the exercises, it's important to do the exercises, guys. We know this, right? It all came together. And I began to see a lot more avenues and opportunities. Now, I can have an approach now to seize the opportunities. Yeah, we were given many tools in order to seize those opportunities. Yeah. What will carry on throughout any venture that I take on will be empathy, and using the tools for empathy in business going forward. All the tools, I mean, they would help me to strategically seize those opportunities that other people might see as challenges and stuff like that. We now see it as opportunities. So yeah, it has been good. It has been a great honor sitting in this class and a great experience overall, an eye-opener and a change in view, to sum it all up. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you so very much, Ricardo. Now, this brings us to a very important point in this program, right? So we're going to hear from what I consider to be a very powerful, very inspiring person. Dale Loughlin is a member of the board, chairs the board, actually. And I'm just going to throw it over to Dale. I know she doesn't like no long, drawn out introductions. So Dale, over to you. I can't wait to hear, what you have for us at this graduation.
Thank you, Surin. And good evening, everyone. It is a delight, just a delight, to be here with you this evening to congratulate you, the graduates of this Cohort 2 2023 JumpSTART program. And as I congratulate you at the same time to say how much I appreciate the excellent work done by Chevron, by the YBTT team, by the mentors, by the past graduates who have joined us this evening to talk about their experience. It's a delight. And so actually, my job is a very easy one in that as I've been sitting down here and listening to you, I've just about scribbled down most of the words that I was going to offer to you. So let me shape them into my contribution for this evening. My purpose in the next few minutes is really just to share with you what is inspiring me as an entrepreneur myself, albeit a late entry. I shifted into this myself after I retired. So just to offer you some thinking about what is inspiring me right now about what it will take as an entrepreneur to push forward from wherever you are now, whether you're at the point where you're at an early stage thinking, what really is the problem I'm going to solve? What is the solution I'm going to offer to the world? And just to come back to something that Surin said, because he says the world awaits you eagerly. I just want to rephrase that a little bit, Surin. To the world needs you, jump starters, immediately. Whether you're at the start of your journey, whether you are already there in the game, as it were, and thinking about what your next steps are going to be. And I'm excited to be able to just share these little thoughts with you as you emerge from your JumpSTART experience. One truth you may have already realized is that the entrepreneurial journey is not for the faint-hearted, is it? It requires courage. It requires stamina. It requires persistence. And it requires powerful belief. And so I invite you to shift your focus a little bit in the next few minutes to a future back focus. Let's look at December 2024 and work back. What's going to determine your impact, your success over this next 12 months is really going to be dependent on your ability to look for the signs, to be able to discern the patterns, and to clarify not just what you're seeing, but also what you need to know and how to prepare for what's coming. And I'm just framing it within the next 12 months. You could take it 2024 and beyond. Because 2024 is only 27 days away. So let's understand that it's here. So let's take a future back look, just for a few minutes. 1 year from now, If we had the chance to get together, for example, and you were thinking about what 2024 had in store for you, what you had been able to make possible in those 12 months, you will be thinking, it didn't just happen to me. I made it happen. You will be thinking, I made it happen. And what I made happen was the outcome of what I was thinking, what I was feeling, and what action I took. So my message to you this evening is to use your entrepreneurial eyes, that entrepreneurial viewpoint, to look at, to shape, and create your 2024, to see the inevitable challenges that are going to arise, that are going to pop up and test you as challenges that you will overcome, not as problems to hold you back or to move you off track. To use those entrepreneurial eyes to welcome the continuing change with which we live on a day-to-day basis as a given, and to be able to adapt to that continuing change with courageous resilience. And above all, to trust in your ability to move forward and to succeed. So I invite you to reflect with me as I ask a few questions, to pop it in the chat, write it down, just to become aware of the answers to just these few questions. One, when you look into 2024, what signs are you becoming aware of? In looking at those signs, what patterns are you discerning? Discerning is an important word there, because you're not going to follow every sign. Based on what you're trying to make possible, you're going to discern which signs are relevant to you and which are not. And as you look then at the signs and at the patterns that are emerging, what words and images about 2024 are coming up for you? I just have these two words in my mind, and it's continuing transformation. No longer just change, but a continuous transforming. And that is what we need to navigate. And as you look then at the signs, at the patterns, at the words and the images, what are you starting to understand that you need to know, and how you should best prepare? So if you're up to it, pop your answers in the chat. I'd love to see them. And let me move on to share with you a couple thoughts around what that learning might entail, the things we need to know as we head into 2024. And the first is to navigate 2024 purposefully. In other words, let your entrepreneurial purpose, the problem that you are here and your business is here to solve for the world, let that purpose direct your journey. And let your actions towards fulfilling that purpose, because the purpose itself is a journey, let those actions, take those actions carefully, important word, carefully, steadily, and intentionally, always knowing, being very clear on the how you want to show up in each situation. Secondly, stay open, stay curious, stay eager to learn. Be careful as the challenges arise, not to shut down, aware when you feel like pulling back. Mistakes are an inevitable part of the learning process, and therefore I urge you to reframe the experience, to reframe that thinking around, oh, I've done badly, or I have not done what I wanted to do, the disappointment, the dread. Reframe it to learning. What did I learn? What have I discovered? What have I observed about myself, about others, about the world? And move on. Thirdly, as you navigate, put your relationships first. Put the relationships before task. I know it's easy when we have so much to do, when there seems to be such little time, to put the task first. My challenge to you is to put the relationship first. People will remember that you connected with them differently, more strongly, more powerfully. They will remember that when they interacted with you, they felt that you were really listening to them and that you saw them as they were. And they will engage with you more readily, more deeply as a result. Fourthly, know, this is an interesting word, know that all of the above make you trustable. And that's an interesting word. Both being willing to trust, to partner, to co-create, to give to the community, to build with others, and they with you, so that it becomes reciprocal. And finally, be human. Let whatever stories you tell in December 2024 be shaped by your humanity, by your entrepreneurial outlook, and the action you have taken as you moved towards making your purpose your reality. My hope for us all is that we will build and continue to build this JumpSTART community, one of mutual success, respect, support, working together as partners, partnering as entrepreneurs to shape a different, better, and more sustainable world, not only for us, but for the generations to come. Congratulations, graduates. And congratulations, Sharon and your team, for the wonderful work that you're doing. I am so proud to be here and to be able to have delivered these few words to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dale. It's always a pleasure to have you in our graduating ceremony, because the words of wisdom that you impart are beyond value. So I know that the participants of the program, the mentors, facilitators, the staff, all respect the words that's coming out of your mouth, and the advice that you give us is so profound and meaningful. So thank you for that. I almost take away Jonathan. Thank you, job there. So, right. The moment is here. And to help us to navigate this very complex thing that we're going to do next, hand out these virtual certificates, I hand you over to no other than my co-pilot during this program, Stephanie Khan.
Hello, thank you, Suren. Thank you, everyone. It's been really a journey with you all, and I'm very proud. I feel very proud of you all that you all have made it this far. And we're just gonna go straight into it. So our first up is Mayu Chadbad with his business in Tobago that's doing entertainment. Congratulations, you are now a JumpStart graduate. We have Mr. Anderson Ramkisoon, whose business is about mobile sales, laptops, and tablets and camera systems. Congratulations, you have made it through the matrix. That's my little joke. And now we have Mrs. Charlotte Jagannath Khan, and her business is about education and beauty, and she is now a successful graduate of our JumpStart program. Emily Moses. Emily will be doing a business sooner than later about beauty as well, and is now also a successful graduate of JumpStart Youth Business of Trinidad and Tobago. Everell Mark. Everell's business is about design and making things a lot easier for us entrepreneurs in terms of labels and the signs that we must have to market our business. So you can check Everell Mark, and he is now a successful graduate of our YBTT JumpStart program. Ian Suknanan, I'm looking forward to getting a lit sign from him about my business. And he is now also a successful graduate of JumpStart 2023. Jamara George, whose business will be about custom clothing, and she is now a graduate of JumpStart YBTT's program for 2023. Giselle Jones. I'm looking forward to tasting her juices, which will be on shelves soon enough, all of her natural juices. And she's also now a graduate, a successful participant, graduating our program for JumpStart 2023. And Mr. Karan Khan. Karan's business will be about mobile devices, PC and laptop repairs, and mobile device repairs. And he is now a successful graduate of YBTT's JumpStart program. Malik Thomas. Malik Thomas' business is about landscaping, offering landscaping services. So you can probably check him for Christmas if he's not already booked up. And he's also now a successful graduate of our JumpStart program. Ricardo Superville, who spoke so highly before of the program and has pivoted into outdoor camping, adventure, and other learning activities. He is also now a successful graduate of JumpStart 2023. Samantha John. Samantha's business is food and beverage, and you can find her on the Chase Village flyover. And she's also now a successful graduate of the JumpStart program. Shane Jones. Shane's business is all about eco-friendly body and skincare products, and is now a successful graduate of JumpStart 2023. Siobhan David Budraj, her business is about actually doing educational games and learning, and is now also a successful graduate of JumpStart 2023. Vesta Patrick James and her educational books to keep your little ones occupied is now also a successful graduate of JumpStart 2023. And that's our roll call for this evening. And it's been my privilege to really be your facilitator along with my co-pilot, Surin, for these long weeks that I've thoroughly enjoyed. And I look forward to seeing you all in our alumni meetings. And for one day, for you all to be also mentors and to give back to the program, as you know that we encourage that your business should be giving back and filling a gap and providing some service. And you've learned so much from us. I hope that one day I can see you all sitting with us as mentors as well. So congratulations to everyone again, and let's continue. Back to Surat.
Okay, guys, give yourself a round of applause, please. Excellent, excellent. And Shadran, just so you know, I saw you eyeing him. Mr. Ali Mayu is giving you some significant competition from our sister Isla, you know. So Keep it up, Alimayu, looking sharp. We appreciate that competition for Chevron, you know. So, yeah, so we almost at the end, right? And so we leave, I would say, one of the most important tasks to the end of this program, because without so many of you, none of this would have happened. And to help us to understand all the people that have been in this program, I want to put you over to Jonathan Kahn. But before I do that, I want to be able to thank Jonathan for his tremendous support, right? Tremendous, tremendous support, coordinating all the intricacies of this program. Jonathan, we appreciate you. We love the energy and the effort you bring into the program. So thank you on behalf of the entire team. And over to you to do your thank yous.
All right, well, thank you, Surin. Greetings, everyone. Congratulations again to the graduating cohort, JumpSTART 2023, cohort 2. This is always one of the best times of our training programs, seeing you all graduate. I just want to open with a quote that you all would have heard several times before, and Chevron himself mentioned this several times as well. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And that is exactly what JumpSTART is all about. In order to execute JumpSTART, it takes a lot of us, and we have quite a few giving bodies to recognize. So first, I want to say thank you to our facilitators, Stephanie Khan and Surin Maharaj. They have given so much of their time to us. We don't just sign on when it's time for sessions. We usually sign on an hour before, always just to go through any final things again. And that's excluding our usual check-ins and curriculum review and all of that goes into executing JumpSTART. Surin, Steph, thank you all so much for your contribution into executing the JumpSTART program. We also have our mentors who act as facilitators in your smaller groups so that they could give you more personalized support when it's a few of you. And we want to recognize them this afternoon. So we have Donna Louisa, we have Lucian, we have Niala, we have Ericia, and they have been with us and they have been giving time after time, cohort after cohort. They continue to support you guys. And sometimes you all would have been there, you know, sometimes they was like, you know, we don't have enough time. We want more time with them. We wouldn't call Donna Louisa's name for it's quarreling with me for giving you all more time, not giving you all enough time. You know, thank you all to the mentors. You all are a critical part of the program, and we thank you for your contribution. Along the way, we would have had many sessions on various topics, and we would have had a lot of guest speakers that came to the session. So we just also want to say a special thank you to all of the guest speakers. We had so many idea stimulation sessions, so many guest speakers. You would have had some of your mentors guiding you all and so on in those idea simulation sessions. So we want to say thank you to our guest speakers from that side as well. I want to thank the participants as well, because JumpSTART is not easy. And Shadran said it, Dale said it, Charlotte said it, quite a few persons said it. JumpSTART is not easy, and your entrepreneurship journey is not easy as well. We had a lot of things that happened. As Surin said, I'm usually coordinating, so everyone reaches out to me. And I know you would have had your challenges, but you all put in the effort and you are here graduating. I also want to give a little shout out to a JumpSTART baby. Yeah, we had a baby during the cohort. Siobhan had her baby. So we want to say a special thank you. And you know what? Siobhan submitted and completed JumpSTART while having a baby during the cohort. So we want to send a special shout out to Siobhan as well. And the baby, yeah, JumpSTART baby 2023. All right, so despite the challenges, despite everything that happened, the blessings and everything that came, we were able to complete. We also want to thank a key or several key players in the execution of JumpStart, and that's our donors. You all paid $500 for this cohort of JumpStart, and now that you are at the end, you can see how much this program is really worth. And this is only possible to charge you all at that price because of our donors. And we want to thank our donors for 2023. We had several donors. So we had B-Mobile, CTS College, Maritime Life. We had Methanex Trinidad Limited, Ministry of Youth Development and National Services, National Enterprises Limited, Republic Bank Limited, Trinidad and Tobago National Petroleum Marketing Company Limited. These are all of the donors that supported JumpStart throughout 2023, and we want to say thank you. You all are seeing the impact that this program is having, and we thank you so much for your support. We also want to say thank you. Well, I want to personally thank again the YBTT team, right? Shadron Collins. Shadron always said that he makes it harder, but his guidance really has helped in executing JumpStart and making JumpStart successful. I also want to thank Mr. Byron Barrett, our mentorship program coordinator, who is always liaising with the mentors, making sure everyone is updated on what's happening and so on. Thank you very much. We also want to thank the YBTT board for their leadership and guidance as well. You all would have heard from Dale. We also have Colin with us as well. And the entire board, we want to say thank you. And before we go further, let me just take off my spotlight. All right, so we're going into gallery view. Everybody turn on your cameras. We want the Facebook audience to see everybody. All right, so this is the graduating cohort of 2023. If you're seeing Siobhan's camera, you're seeing the JumpStart baby. I was not lying. We had a JumpStart baby. She holding the baby, right? So this is the JumpStart 2023 cohort 2 graduating body. And I will pass to Shadron to give us the usual close off. We wouldn't call any names, but somebody butchered. We wouldn't call any names. Shadron, I'll pass it over to you.
Tempted to make them come back and say it over. All right, so folks, as always, yeah, just one little phrase that we always say. It's been real. It's been nice. It's been real nice. We'll see you all next time.